We're so glad you're spending time with us today. Your support is always appreciated here at CSL. Remember, there's several ways to give. As you watch today's service, you can click on the donate button right here on Facebook or donate at our homepage, cslftl.org. There's also a regular giving program called TPL, where you can set up a monthly contribution. You'll find details on our website, cslftl.org. Here's a great way to stay in touch with CSL Center for Spiritual Living. It's our brand new app available in the App Store under Center for Spiritual Living, FL, and that's Florida. Make sure you say hello to everyone today in the comment section and let us know your thoughts. We're so glad you're here. Enjoy the celebration.
Good morning, CSL family.
Happy Friendship Sunday. We celebrate friends and family, and we celebrate you.
Absolutely. So we're going to start our Sunday as we always do with our opening song, which is Spirit is in this place. So let's all stand up. Make a joyful noise. Here we go. You ready?
Come here as we are. Spirit is in this of praise. Spirit is in this place. Raise the roof and shouts of praise. Spirit is in this place.
Good morning, everyone. Oh, that sounds good. My name's Todd Masnicki, and I'll be your presider this morning. And you are in a spiritual and safe place with us here at the Center for Spiritual Living, Fort Lauderdale. So we welcome you. And whether you're joining us in person in the sanctuary or joining us online on Facebook Live, YouTube, or our website, cslftl.org, you are all welcome. If you're a first-time guest here in the sanctuary, please fill out our guest card that you can find at guest services in the lobby after the service. And we have a little token of our appreciation for you. These mala beads that came from Bali when we had a number of our members go there on a pilgrimage or a retreat, and that's our special gift for you. So we want to share that with you after the service. If you're watching us online for the first time, please let us know in the comment section or visit our website's Contact Us tab and complete the inquiry form there. While you're there, also please take a tour of our website to learn more about us. If you sign up for our e-newsletter, you'll be in the know too on all of our upcoming classes and events. Please also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or download our app listed as Center for Spiritual Living FL, which stands for Fort Lauderdale, in the App Store. We'd love it if you would please reshare our posts or our app with your followers and friends. At CSL, we have an intention statement that says who we are and how we want to be present in the world. So I invite you all to please stand and join me. We'll say it together. And afterwards, please greet your friend or neighbor with a hello, handshake, namaste. And keep in mind, some people might be practicing some form of social distancing. So CSL, Fort Lauderdale, who are we? We are a loving and diverse spiritual community dedicated to personal growth, healing, and service.
When you're down and trouble and you need some love and care, and nothing is going right. Close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll winter, spring, summer, or fall. All you have to do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. You've got a friend. You've got a friend. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If the sky above you grows dark and full of clouds, and that old north wind starts to blow, keep your head together and call my name out loud, and soon you'll hear me knocking at your door. Yeah, yeah, you just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running. Yes, I will, to see you again. Whoa, 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 winter, spring, summer, or fall. All you have to do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. Now ain't it good to know that you've got a friend when people can be so cold? They can hurt you and desert you, take your soul if you let them. Oh, but don't you let them. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running. If you know it, sing along with us. I know y'all know this. To see you again. Whoa, 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 winter, spring, summer, and fall. All you've got to do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. You've got a friend. Yeah, you've got a friend. You've got a friend. You've got a friend.
Wow. Okay, so that's the way we kick off our annual Friendship Sunday. Welcome, everybody. This is Friendship Sunday, where we celebrate family and friends, and that last little moment there, just because I never cry, ever. I'm never moved by emotions. I am so grateful to be here. If you don't know me, we have a lot of new first-time people in the room. I cry a lot. I'm Reverend Skip Jennings, and I am your senior minister here at the Center for Spiritual Living, a place that we call home. It's our spiritual home where we gather, and once a year we do our annual Friendship Sunday, and we do a friendship potluck. And from what I've seen, there's going to be a friendship feast. I don't know about you. I hope you're hungry after church, 'cause I know I am. So just a little preview. My grandmama's collard greens are out there. Yes, and there is a Hawaiian potato salad out there. Yes, I was up very early this morning cooking and preparing, so we're grateful to invite you into this space. If you're here for the very first time, I'm going to ask you to stand up so that we may give you a beautiful Friendship Sunday welcome. Stand up. Yes, there you go, Kevin. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. We we are grateful that you have taken the time to be with us on this Sunday morning to celebrate friendship. And remember, we do have a beautiful gift for you, so please see our guest services, and we'll give you a gift, and we'll ask you to sign a card. And, I want to give you a gift from my heart on behalf of the congregation. So, congregation, would you kind of participate with me? So, to all you who are here for the first time, we say, welcome to CSL. We know who you are. You are the divine emanation of love. You are blessed and you are a blessing. We love you. We thank Spirit for you. Welcome to CSL. Yes. So if you're new to CSL, and we do something here every month, which I love to celebrate, before we drop into the flames of faith, I want to say this, that I truly believe, and if you're brand new, it doesn't matter what tradition that you grew up in. I grew up in Southern Baptist with a Pentecostal feel. And you know what? Some people say, you can't take the church out of the preacher. You can take the preacher out of the church, but you can't take the church out of the preacher. So no matter what you grew up with, and we have some people who grew up Hindu, we have some people who grew up Muslim, we grew up in different types of faith, and whatever you bring is a unique emanation of the one, because there's not two, there's only the one. So we welcome you, and we do something here called the Flames of Faith. So let's do this together. CSL is a part of a global organization, over 500 centers worldwide. We are a spiritual community that honors all religions and all faiths. We know that there is no wrong way to worship, whether you're lighting a candle, repeating a mantra, or offering a prayer. We respect and honor any way that draws us closer to Spirit. So we celebrate the diversity in religious practices with our ceremony this morning, Flames of Faith. The candle is lit for the Tao, to honor the universal path of harmony and the natural way. The candle is lit for shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous people. The candle is lit for Hinduism, to honor the spiritual path of devotion and the variety of religious icons and deities. The candle is lit for Judaism, to honor the path of sacred law. The candle is lit for Buddhism, to honor the Four Noble Paths of truth and the way of compassion. The candle is lit for Christianity, to honor the Christ consciousness that lives in all of us. The candle is lit for Islam, to honor the path of peaceful submission to the will of God. The candle is lit for the universal religion of Baha'i, to honor the path of unity. The candle is lit for our own faith, new thought, ageless wisdom, to honor the metaphysical path and the practices of universal spiritual principles. And finally, the 10th candle is lit for peace and for the peaceful acceptance, of all faiths and spiritual practices worldwide. And so it is. I believe that intention to embrace everyone who comes through the door, no matter what color, no matter what race, no matter what gender, no matter what spiritual practices, is needed right now as we live in a very polarized experience. And it's about to get a little bit more polarized with this election. So as much as we can keep these doors open to have a place where everyone can come and not only be tolerated, because I don't just want to be tolerated, I want to be blessed, and I want to be embraced. Are you with me, CSL? Yes. That is the importance of our spiritual community. That is the importance. So if you're brand new, we have licensed spiritual practitioners in this space, those who have gone through a long journey of enlightenment, of classes, going through an oral panel, a written exam. It's a lot of work to become a licensed spiritual practitioner. If you're interested in that, I want you to see myself or Fran, because we want people to become practitioners and ministers in our movement. It starts with taking classes. So we have one practitioner, which is one of my favorite practitioners, don't tell anyone that, is coming up to give us our invocation and our reading of the month. I bless this woman that's coming to the stage right now. This is Judith. Everyone, give Judith some love, please. She's a good friend. She's a real good friend. You're welcome.
Thank you all. Good morning. It's my honor and pleasure to be here to do the opening prayer and reading, the select reading for this morning. Thank you for being here. I invite you to close your eyes and go within. How beautiful it is to be in the presence of the infinite. To be in this presence is awareness that there is one, that this one lives and moves and it has its being in me and in each and every individual in this sanctuary this morning, those who are joining us online, in all of life, everything that is, we are one. And in this awareness, I am speaking a word of love and healing and compassion, honoring the magnificence of each individual person on this journey that we have chosen, that we call life. And I am grateful for this opportunity to be here this morning, for the freedom to exercise my rights, my choice on my spiritual journey, and to join this journey with each of you who are supporting me, supporting each other in love. I am grateful for every heart, hand, every person, every volunteer who has taken time to share, taken their gifts to share, to create this space of love for this service this morning. I am so grateful for the music team who week after week inspires us with their beautiful messages of love, inspiration, music that is divine to hear and resonates in our hearts and our souls. I know this service is blessed, that it is already unfolding in perfect and divine order. And I take this opportunity to speak this word of blessing for our teacher this morning, our assistant to the minister, Fran Winslow, who is a place of love and understanding, wisdom, and joy, a light in this community. I am so grateful for her. I know that this is already unfolding in perfect and divine order, and I simply allow it to be, and so it is. Today's selected reading comes from the book, The Energy Codes by Sue Morter, and is entitled, Your Role in Creating Your Life. Part of making the quantum flip from the protective personality to the soulful self is identifying as the soulful self. To do that, you must first become aware that there is an energetic reality going on beneath the story level of your life. We are part of a greater truth, a greater state of being than we are usually aware of. This has been taught since the beginning of time. But while many indigenous cultures live this truth, our modern religious, cultural, and social structures have drawn us away from that spiritual, energetic, connected reality. Quantum science has supported that knowing by proving that we are all connected to each other, to the earth, and to our physical world. Now, it is our cultural and spiritual job to catch up with that science and to live as true energy beings with the deep knowing that energy is all that exists. In so many ways, this realization is the missing link so many of us have been searching for all along. Fortunately, so many our time for knowing and living this truth has come. While the science behind all of this can be complicated, I'm going to keep it very simple. I've distilled the most important principles into what I call the 5 energy codes truths. These were helpful to me in the years when I was seeking and finding my true nature as an energy being. I hope they will help you acquaint yourself with the real you as well. The 5 truths are: 1, everything is energy. 2, your life is a reflection of your energy. 3, you are the creator of your life. 4, your creation, your life, is always expanding. And 5, the purpose of your life is to discover your creatorship. And so it is.
Thank you, Judith, for being a beautiful expression of love. I have announcements. We have many activities here at CSL. For more information, go to or register on cslftl.org or the CSL app. We have licensed spiritual practitioners available for prayer in the sanctuary immediately after service. Would all the practitioners please stand? Thank you, practitioners. If you would like prayer, please see one of these practitioners wearing a purple stole after the service. You can also call the prayer line at 954-990-5625 or receive a prayer from the app by clicking on the prayer button. Also, there is a prayer box in the lobby. Simply fill out the card and place it in the box. Prayer is the answer, everyone. Our youth center meets every Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Our wonderful team shares the same themes that we teach during service, but in a youthful approach. Feel free to swing by before or after service to learn more. We are also looking for sacred service volunteers to assist with the youth program. Please contact Reverend Candy for additional information. You are invited to join us for flow meditation and gentle yoga every Wednesday and Friday at noon here in the sanctuary with Reverend Skip. It's back to school time, and we will be collecting your unopened school supplies beginning this week. Proceeds from this event will be donated to Northside Elementary School. Your donation will help our youth and teachers to kick off the school year right. Items needed are listed on the back at the back to school table located in the lobby. Please visit guest services for more information. At CSL and SunServe, we understand that going back to school can bring unique challenges and concerns for LGBTQ+ youth and their loved ones. That's why we've organized this informative panel discussion where experts, educators, and experienced parents will share their strategies and tips for navigating the school year successfully. Facilitated by our own Reverend Skip, this will be Wednesday, August 16th at 6:30 p.m. Join the conversation and see how we can change the planet together. Save the date for Dr. Chris Michael's return on August 13th. Please join us for his talk and workshop entitled A Conscious Creator in an Unconscious World. Cost for the workshop is $29. Please register at the events desk or via our website. Please join the incomparable Antonio Edwards and the marvelous Mei Ling Soul Free and the CSL Fort Lauderdale House Band Reflections for Sunday brunch on August 27th. This is going to be a high-spirit event that has become a treasured tradition worldwide. Lift your voice and sing. Sunday brunch is a celebration of music, delicious food, and love. Cost is $45. And also on the 27th, CSL will be installing 4 new licensed spiritual practitioners that have, that's right. We have chosen to affiliate with CSL Fort Lauderdale, so please join me, Pat, Julie, and Russ, in case you didn't know already. We'd love to have you there to join us for the installation. Just a reminder that the Friendship Potluck is today following the service. Grab a plate and enjoy spending time with friends in the community, and be in gratitude that I did not attempt to bake a casserole and bring it here for you. It will be delicious and delightful. Lastly, CSO, please remember to visit our book stand where you can purchase the book of the month and other publications for your spiritual growth. Grab a t-shirt or two. Proceeds help to support our CSL community. Thank you.
The things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. I am light. I am light. Mistakes that I have made, or any of the things that cause me pain. I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am light. I am light. I am light. The color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age. I am not my race. My soul inside is all I is all piece of it all. I am light.
Oh my goodness. I get to sit in on with the incomparable. How did you get that title? I know, right? And Tony Edwards is phenomenal, y'all, and the things he does, and thank you. And the house band Reflections, y'all are just like my heart. I love y'all so much. We are missing Maylene Soulfree. She's home nursing and healing. So, honey, I know you're watching. We love you here, and we're sending you Reiki energy and blessings right where you are. And we're doing something incredible at the end of the month, and everyone, I want you to participate in this. Besides the potluck, friendship potluck, at the end of the month, Antonio Edwards and Maylene and Reflections are going to be in concert here, our summer concert, and we're going to be serving brunch. And it's about bringing sustainability, but enjoying and having fun. And I want to say that I'd be amiss if I didn't say where this idea came from. It came out of the brilliant mind of Jeannie Looper Smith. We were having, yes. We were having a conversation. It's like, well, why don't we just do a brunch? And I was like, why don't we just do a brunch? And that's how God works. So I want you to join us on August 27th. Come and support our community. Tell a friend, bring a friend, and just let's have some fun and some music, and let's just enjoy each other. We're going to sing and dance. I might even do a solo that day. I'm not sure. I know, right? I know. Y'all, we have a beautiful, incredible speaker that's going to be giving us our talk today. If you're brand new to CSL, this is our ministry assistant, and she supports my everyday movement throughout this community as your senior minister. She's also a second-year ministerial student, and someone said to me, how did you attract so many ministers and people? Because we have Reverend Roya, we have Reverend Tina, we have soon-to-be Reverend Fran, and I said that was always my intention, to bring people from all walks of life to come here and to serve in this community. So y'all, I want you to give our dear Fran Winslow some love as she makes her way up here to the podium. I love you.
Well, good morning. It's always such an honor to be here speaking with you, whether it's here in the sanctuary or at home. The title of today's talk is Embracing a New Way of Seeing. So a man walks into an eye clinic and he says, I think my vision is blurry and I may need glasses. The associate says to him, oh, you for sure need glasses. And the man, looking perplexed, said, well, how can you tell me that without even testing me? And the associate says, because this is a bank, sir. Isn't that a good, dad joke? I played it safe with y'all today. So how do we embrace the true nature of who we are? How do we discover that deep, resonating truth? We have to shift the lens. It's like when you go to the eye doctor. Is it 1 or is it 2? Is it A or is it B? How about now? And then at the end of the exam, you have to make a selection between the 2 blurry selections, hoping that they get it right. And that, my friends, is where the answers come. I think the most important question to ask is, what can we do to create more focus in our lives? And another point would be, what are we swimming around in that blurriness with that we don't want to see? So when I was in practitioner training, I experienced a huge loss. It was a grief that I had never experienced before, and I couldn't get to the other side of it. I felt like I was stuck. And the funny thing about grief is that it's so familiar. It's like, oh, I remember what this feels like. And wow, I haven't felt that for a long time. And the reason why I hadn't felt it for a long time is because I built that wall of protection. Brick by brick, experience by experience, and it was completely around my heart. And then this loss occurred. But there must have been a small crack in that wall because it was different this time. I was in a safe space surrounded by my practitioner sisters, Dr. Patty Lukenbach, Laura Drury, and they helped me through this really challenging time. Once I identified what I was truly feeling was grief, then I had to do a deep dive. And I found that there was such a painful loss early on in my life, and I had shut down. I wasn't equipped to handle that loss at that time. And so as I processed it, I realized I really had to feel it, and I mean really feel it. And the more I felt it, the more it was like pulling those fish that are strung out together. The more I fished, the more fish I got. And I added them to that line in the water, just enough to keep them cold and alive, just like my grief. Now, my bricks had to do with grief, but maybe yours would be something different. Maybe it's not enoughness, not worthy enough, not lovable. Whatever your bricks are, your bricks. You know, we live in a world of instant gratification where we do anything and everything not to feel that pain. We don't allow ourselves to feel. And so, as Pink Floyd says, we add just another brick in that wall. We end up being like Humpty Dumptys, fearful of falling off that wall and breaking into bits and pieces. As the story goes, they couldn't put Humpty back together again. But you know what? Maybe he didn't want to be put back together again. Did anybody ever ask him? If we asked him, maybe he would say, oh, hell no. Maybe he would say, finally, I don't have to hang on to that scary wall anymore. Or maybe, just maybe, he would say, this is the best thing that ever happened to me, because in that fall, I revealed the best kept secret of the universe, the divine nature within me. So what if we shift that lens from the bits and pieces to actually uncovering the magnificence that's within each and every one of us? What do you think might happen if you traded in that wall for an armor of Christ consciousness? That armor that only recognizes that there's something so much bigger than we are, that's always tapping us on the back, reminding us of our higher self, of that oneness that each and every one is seeking to feel. Remember, Christ consciousness isn't a person, it's a principle. Our founder, Ernest Holmes, says this: as the human gives way to the divine in all people, they become the Christ. So while we may be talking about seeing with our eyes, that isn't necessarily the truth of who we are. We have spiritual principles that guide us from the inside out and allow us to shift that spiritual lens. Remember, it is done unto us as we believe. And if we believe we aren't good enough, we aren't worthy enough, we're not lovable, guess what? We aren't. Shifting the lens and seeing things in a new light will look differently for every one of us. It's vitally important as we shift that lens to ask, what is really going on here? It's so easy to blame somebody else. I blame my parents for how I was brought up. I blame my boss because I didn't get that promotion that I worked so hard for. For me, when I fall into that blame game, I know I have to look at a really big ticket item called forgiveness. Forgiveness changes the lens and allows for every brick to be dismantled and healed. I take responsibility for how I'm feeling. I'm feeling and contributing to it. I peel back the layers of it to find the core of the irritant. Those energies associated with anger, blame, shame, and an unforgiving heart are low vibrations that can make us feel like Pigpen and Snoopy. We're in that constant dust and that dirt. It doesn't allow us to see the truth of who we really are. And honestly, there ain't no magic that happens in that pigpen dust. The magic happens when we're able to shift the lens into forgiveness and free ourselves from those low vibrational energies. As Bryant McGill says, there is no love without forgiveness, and there is no forgiveness without love. And from Paul Louis Bose, forgiveness does not change the past, but it does enlarge the future. When we hang on to the energies of resentment and anger and are unable to forgive, that irritation can ignite and become inflamed. That inflammation might show up as stress, worry, ruminating thoughts. And what's really beneath it is more than likely you need to do some forgiveness work. And as we all know, chronic inflammation can cause the body to break down. I think we all need to ask ourselves, how can we set those burdens down and begin to practice forgiveness? Here's a short video that might help us to create a mental equivalent of casting out those low vibrational energies and begin the process of forgiving. So carrying around those heavy burdens because we're unable to forgive just keeps us stuck. There's freedom in forgiveness. It's spacious and open. We trade in anger, resentment, fear, inflammation for the spiritual qualities of love, joy, peace, and bliss. Keep in mind that forgiveness doesn't mean that we are giving up or the other person wins. Forgiveness means that we have given up the hope that the past could be different. Let me say that again. Forgiveness means that we have given up the hope that the past could be different because we cannot change the past. And every time I say yes to forgiveness, I become more of myself because I release the energies that are holding me back. So how do we practice forgiveness? We acknowledge our feelings and also acknowledge how they are affecting our behavior. And then we begin to release them. We make a conscious effort, a choice, to forgive the offender. Let go of any power that that person or situation has over you. And be aware that forgiveness is a process. Even small hurts might need to be revisited and released over and over again. So how do you know when you've forgiven someone? The first thought is not about the wrongdoing or how they've done you wrong. You can think positively about this person and not about any revenge. And the biggie is you would help them or wish them well. Shifting the lens of your life to see things in a different way through the lens of forgiveness enlarges the capacity of love in your life, both to give and receive. And isn't that what we're all about? We talk about that every single week here. Emerson says, "The door to the soul opens inward." And I say, keeping that door open requires forgiveness. And so it is.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. Wow, what a journey forgiveness is. And it's so needed right now. If you're holding on anything in your heart that's coming up for you that you know it's time to let go and free yourself, listen to these beautiful words that Fran gave us, a charge to let go of the glass. If you're holding onto a glass, let it go. So this is the time where we come together and we talk about our sustainability. And the three things that there are three T's that it requires us to be sustainable is your time, your talent, and your treasure. Your time's a time of service. And I know if you're new and you're thinking, well, I really love this space and I want to get into sacred service, this is the place for you. We have many opportunities that are coming up very soon that we really could use your service. We have different events that's happening this month. If you want to be of service, you want to change your life, please see myself or Fran or Maya in the very end in the hall there. So be of service. Your talents. I know some of you have some hidden talents, and it's not always about you getting up here and speaking or singing or whatever. Whatever the talents you have, share them with us. And then we can come together as a community and celebrate what you bring to the table. And right now, we're going to tap into the treasure. We're going to pass the basket in the house. So ushers, come on up, please. And we're going to pass the basket, and this is the time that we give from our hearts a contribution of love. And this contribution of love is helping our community stay open so that we may pay our bills, that we may keep the lights on and get the air conditioners working, and all the things that we require to do. So we kind of figured it out in our board meeting. It's roughly anywhere between $45 to $60 per chair per Sunday for us to continue to be sustainable. And we know at this summertime, we know that numbers can be down. So if you can give a little bit more to make sure that we are balancing what we're doing here, it would be appreciated. Also, thank you to our TPL members, everyone who is a part of the TPL, which stands for The Prosperous Life. These are ones who are deciding to give on a continuous basis every single month out of their account. All of our leadership is a TPL member. I'm a TPL member. If you want to be a part of this movement, a spiritual practice of giving, then see me afterwards and we'll get you signed up for the TPL as well. If you're at home, don't miss your blessing because we shall receive as we give, and that is a blessing. You can give right now by going to our site, CSLFTL.org, and hit that give button or download the app. And if you have the app at home, just hit that give button on the app. So let's go within and let's just say a prayer. So we just take a moment to speak a word of gratitude. I am grateful for this space known as CSL. I'm so grateful for each and every member that's here and each and every friend that is showing up for the very first time. I am grateful for this Sunday. I am grateful to know that the one power, the one presence, the one mind is all that is happening here. As Sue Morter says in our book of the month, it is energy. So spirit is energy, we are energy. And this energy is what unites all of us. There's only one power, one presence, and we are the living representation of this divine energy. So I get to bless all the monies that are coming through that's being transmuted into paying the bills, being transmuted into ministries, into doing all the things that we're called to do to create a community of love. I'm giving thanks for this time that as we know that we shall receive as we give, and that is a spiritual practice. So I'm grateful, and I simply allow all this to be in spirit, and so it is. Amen. All right, ushers, please go out and multiply. Thank you. Thank you.
Everybody look around. There's a reason to rejoice, you see. Everybody come out and let's commence to sing and joyfully. Everybody look up, feel the hope that we've been waiting for. Everybody be glad, because our silent fear and dread are gone. Freedom, you see, has got our hearts singing so joyfully. Just look about, you owe it to yourself to check it out. Can you feel a brand new day? 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 All right, guys, here we go. Come on.
Y'all can get up and dance a little bit in celebration. Come on.
Everybody be glad, because the sun is shining just for us. Everybody wake up into the morning, into happiness. Hello, world. It's like a different way of living now. Thank you, world. We always knew that we'd be free somehow. In harmony, let's show the world that we've got liberty. It's such a change for us to live so independently. Freedom, you see, has got our hearts singing so joyfully. Just look about, you owe it to yourself to check it out. Can you feel a brand new day? 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 Come on. Everybody be glad, because the sun is shining just for us. Everybody wake up into the morning, into happiness. Hello, world. It's like a different way of living now. Thank you, world. Always knew that we'd be free somehow. In harmony, let's show the world that we've got liberty. It's such a change for us to live so independently. Freedom, you see, has got our hearts singing so joyfully. Just look about, you owe it to yourself to check it out. Can you feel a brand new day? 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 Can you feel a brand new
Oh, yeah. Whew. Yeah, let's meditate. See, this is great. I always love it because we get to bring that energy, that enthusiasm into our meditation. I believe that that amazing song right now gives us what Fran was talking about, because when you begin to forgive, you will see a brand new day. You will feel it, you will see it, you will be a brand new day. So I'm going to pull this one up on this side here. Thank you. Thank you, brother. And of course, thanks. Our meditation today is about forgiveness. And I want us to just prepare to think about something in our life or someone in our life that needs to be healed, something that you've been holding on to. You know, I remember one teacher, it was probably Beckwith, said that when you are unwilling to forgive someone, it's like drinking poison and hoping that person will die. See, part of this thing of carrying that glass, and we carry it over and over again, and when we're not willing to unpack it and ask the question, why am I carrying this glass of unforgiveness? When we are not willing to unpack it, we go on carrying it and becomes our norm. So most of us are walking around with unforgiveness because it's our norm. But I want you to contemplate, what would your life be like if you could release the unforgiveness? If you'd be just like a baby, screaming with joy. What would your life be like if you could live a life of compassion? It's easy to love people who love us. But can you love someone who doesn't love you? If you see something and has bothered you, that is your call for what? Prayer. So I want you to think about something or someone that has gotten on your last nerve. And I mean gotten on your last nerve. You're done. And I want you to bring that into your consciousness, and I want you to see it. Because everything is energy, so we can take that low vibrational unforgiveness and we can transmute it and we can transfigure it into the high vibration of love. If you read the Course in Miracles, it says that love and fear cannot occupy the same space. So what is a miracle? It's moving from fear to love. What is a miracle? Moving from unforgiveness to love. What is a miracle? Moving from doubt to love. What is a miracle? Moving from fear to love. We get to choose. It's our choice to transform. It is a conscious decision to move forward. And if you do not have the ability to love, lean into the divine love that will give you the strength to do everything. So let's bring into our minds, go ahead and close your eyes. And we allow this bowl, which is the representation and sound of the sacral chakra. And the chakra, it simply means energy, wheel of energy. And the sacral chakra is around our belly button. And you know when you're holding on to unforgiveness, you feel it right in your belly button. So right now, take your right hand, place it onto your belly button. And take your left hand, place on the heart. That's an anchoring of our emotions of unforgiveness into forgiveness from the heart. From doubt into spirit from the heart. Whatever you're feeling here, we can transmute it through our heart space. Take a deep breath in. And as we hear the sound, and as we begin to connect with the vibration, the tonality of forgiveness, of love, through the sound we release our unforgiveness, and we become willing to forgive. And see, the forgiveness is not just for someone else, but the forgiveness is for ourselves. What are you holding on to that requires forgiveness of yourself? Not feeling good enough, not feeling enough. Maybe missing the mark, possibly have said something that was misunderstood. What is it? we get to release any doubt, fear, and condemnation and shame within ourselves. Everyone in the room together, take a deep breath in. Big exhale. As the vibration of sound connects within our chakra system, we become more awake and aware of what we're holding on to, the emotions that have kept us into chains. We transmute it into the high vibration of love. We bring into our minds, our consciousness, anything that has been held on for so long, and we are tired of holding the glass. In the altar of our own consciousness, the high vibration of the altar, we lay them down now. We allow them to be placed in a place of healing, place of love, a place of oneness, place of the infinite. Today we let go. We allow spirit. We allow love. We allow God to take control, to give us the power to forgive ourselves and others. Take a deep breath in. Big exhale. Bring your hands together in praying hands. Just rub the hands. Place them at your heart. Feel the vibration of love that's being activated right here, right now, in your heart as you take a deep breath in together. Big exhale. Let us practice the Om. Inhale. And so it is. So we are. Ashe. Amen. All right, CSL. Who's hungry? Anybody hungry? You just smell our Reverend Maurice back there, another Reverend that showed up in here. He made some jerk chicken, y'all. I know, right? Ooh, right? I'm like, save me a piece, please. We got some good food and good fellowship, and we get to hang out and talk, and you guys come to the table. I'm going to be all over the place, flooding around, getting everything, and we get to really connect. You know, the word fellowship means honoring ourselves and getting to know each other. It's not okay just to come and say, how you doing? How you doing? This is a time that we get to celebrate and we get to know who we are. CSL, we're a family, and here come our children right here. Here comes our kids. We are a family, yes. Give them some love. And as we fellowship together, we will understand that we have so much alike than differences. This is why we must do potlucks and fellowships and get together and just have fun. Hi, guys. Hi, how are you? You good? Yes? Are you? Hi, Princess Leia. That's her name, actually, Princess Leia. Hi, Princess Leia. How you guys doing? Come on in. Come into the center right here. Everyone give our kids some love, please. You know, we used to say that this is our generation of the future. I'm saying they're our generation now. If we want to learn about true love, watch the kids. They will show you, and they will be your biggest lesson of love. We love y'all. We're glad you're here. All right, y'all, so we don't have to wait any longer and keep smelling that food. Let's stand up and let's do our affirmation. Let's do our affirmation together. You're probably sitting on it, so stand up and grab it. And let's do it together. You're going to repeat after me line by line. And here we go. Today I embrace my spiritual practices. Stop. Repeat after me line by line. I'm going to say it first and then you say it. Here we go. Today I embrace my spiritual practices. And I allow the goodness of the universe to flow through and as me. And so it is. Yes, and let's remember this. There is one power, and that is the presence of God. This God energy, this divine source, the cosmos. It is grand, it is expanding, always expanding more of itself as love, as joy, as oneness, as prosperity, as abundance. That is what God is. That is what the universe is. And as we celebrate this divine intellectual energy that lives within us. It lives within us. It is our life. We are not just living with spirit. We are spirit itself. So as we move from this sanctuary, we go out into the sanctuary of the world. We are being a living presence of inclusivity, of equality, of love. We are the face of God. And as we celebrate in our friendship potluck, we bless all the hands that made this food today, knowing it comes from the kitchen of love, it comes from the kitchen of the heart, it comes from the kitchen of spirit. And if you are in alignment with me, will you please say, and so it is? And so we are. Amen, amen. Yes. All right, y'all, at home, I'm sorry you're not going to get some of this great food, but next week, come on in. We're going to be here at the same time at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, and the rest of us in the room, we're going to sing our song with our kids. Are you ready, y'all? This is my wish. Who wants to sing? Who wants to sing? You want to sing? Oh, yes, you. Go ahead. This is yours. You got it? Can you hold it? You got it? Who else wants to sing? This is my wish. My wish for the world, that peace will find its way for every boy and girl. And this is the time for harmony. Let love be the song that everybody sings.
Fill the air with joyful noise.
Ring the bells and raise your voice. Let every peace on earth, peace on earth. Shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth. Oh, 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 yeah.
Peace on earth. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Peace on earth. Ring the bells and raise your voice. Let there be peace on earth. Peace on earth. The light and let it shine. Shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth. Let be heard. Let there be peace on earth.
Happy Sunday. Have a wonderful week.
Thank you for taking part in today's live stream. Your participation means so much to us. Remember, there's several ways to give. Click on the donate button here on Facebook or donate at our homepage, cslftl.org. There's also a regular giving program called TPL, where you can set up a monthly contribution. You'll find details on our webpage, cslftl.org. Here's a great way to stay in touch with CSL, Center for Spiritual Living. Our brand new app is available in the App Store under Center for Spiritual Living, FL, and that's Florida. Stay in touch, and thank you again for participating in our live stream. We'll see you soon.